I literally want to cry every time I see a low-calorie food glorified and promoted. Our culture has us absolutely terrified of taking in calories, to the point that so many women and even men that I speak to are aiming for as low as 1,200 calories a day. It's not about low calorie, it's actually about finding the accurate calories for you. Just like your fingerprint, we're all individual. So what one person needs is not what you need. Today, we are actually gonna be breaking this down. Finally, what are calories? How to select the right type of calories, how to track them, and how to burn them. Hey, what's up, my free and powerful friends? Magnify Maggie here. I am the creator of the Magnify Method. I'm here to help you think different in order to drink different or never again. And today we are covering a topic that's gonna help you get fit while you cut back or even quit. So make sure that you subscribe. We drop videos every Sunday and every Thursday on nutrition, fitness, mindset, all of the like, to set you free from self-sabotage. All right, let's get a little nitty gritty with a science lesson. I want you to get your notebook out, maybe your thinking cap on, and talk about what calories actually are. This is a really fun story. So if you can think about our planet Earth, Mother Nature, and our beautiful, glorious sun. The sun beats down on our Earth and gives energy to plants. Now, that energy is then transferred to animals that eat those plants. We as human beings eat animals and plants. Some of us just eat animals, some of us just eat plants. Whatever the case, we are getting calories from plants and animal products that are really just distributions of energy from the sun. Calories are units of measurement for energy. And if you can break this down and allay any fear of calories, you can quite literally think of calories as sunshine. So many of us are caught up on this chase of energy, right? We're going through Starbucks all day. We're pounding Red Bulls. We're looking towards drinks that have upwards 200 milligrams of caffeine at a time. But in all actuality, our body recognizes true energy from food, not from caffeine. Caffeine actually just numbs your receptors for fatigue. So your neuroreceptors that take in fatigue, caffeine will override that. When we want pure, real energy, we need to look at our food sources. And what I find is that most people, for some reason, they think to lose weight, they have to be on a calorie budget of 1,200 to 1,500 calories. Now, in my experience, I have not come across any client where that is accurate unless they are about 5 foot and weighing 115 pounds. If you're taller than that and you weigh more than that and you lead a somewhat active lifestyle, meaning that you're not sitting on your behind for 24 hours a day, you likely need minimum of 1,600 calories, and that's even very small. So what I want to talk about is what are calories and how to actually select the right ones. Let's get into that. So again, calories are units of measurement of energy, but the type that you select are vitally important. So let's say that we do work together and you find that your calorie budget for the day is 1,900 calories. I want to make sure that you're not taking 1,900 calories in from cookies and cakes and popcorn, because that is not quality. We want to treat our bodies as a high performance machine, and the energy that goes in needs to be clean, it needs to provide nutrients, it needs to provide the appropriate ratio of the 3 macronutrient categories. So if we can think about calories and think about the 3 categories and getting those in the right proportion, that's where we find true change in our body composition and our overall energy levels. The 3 macronutrient categories are protein, carbs, and fat. Now, if you think about American diet culture, you will quickly find that carbs and fats are typically the most dramatic and the most hyped up macronutrient categories that we focus on. At Magnify, it's the complete opposite. We actually treat ourselves as these high performance machines that need the appropriate amount of protein first, and then we just fill in the gaps with our carbs and fats. So let's break it down. When you consume protein, every 1 gram of protein equates to 4 calories. The same is true for carbohydrates. For every 1 gram of carbs yields 4 calories. So why are we so afraid of carbs, huh? When we get to fats, there's another story there. Fats are very calorie dense, aka energy dense, where 1 gram of fat yields 9 calories. Now, each macronutrient provides different roles for us and different responsibilities within our bodies, so it's just about getting the right ratio. And if you look again at American diet culture, you'll find that it's very carb heavy and fat heavy with very minimal protein. If you go out to eat and you order a hamburger, you're gonna be having the bun, you're gonna have the cheese, you're gonna have the fries on the side, and there's just a little skosh of protein in there with the hamburger meat. So at Magnify, we really emphasize the protein aspect because that is what's going to build healthy muscles. That's what is actually going to burn more calories through digestion. It's called the thermic effect of food. And that's also what's going to keep you full longer. So you're not succumbing to those cravings for the donuts and the ice cream in the break room every 3 to 4 hours in between meals. Now, as always, I'm really just skimming the surface here, so check out the description below because I have a link to sign up for the Magnify My Macro Mind ebook, where you're gonna find all 3 macronutrient categories broken down with the science behind them and also the types of foods that fall into those categories so that you are really creating the meals that will support your growth. What's really fascinating as you begin to educate yourself on macronutrients is that we find that oftentimes carbs are demonized. Things like pizza, again, burgers, I mentioned that. They are demonized when in all actuality, it's actually just the fat that is in too high of abundance. So for pizza, all of the cheese, all of that grease, the pepperoni, the sausage, a lot of those meats are predominantly fat. Again, fat has over 2 times the amount of calories, so it's just important to remember less is more there. And if you're having a really hard time getting over a fear of carbs, then there's a special section in that macro guide by Magnify that will help you get over it. I call it becoming a carb snob, so check that out. All right, we've discussed what are calories, what are the categories of calories. Now let's get into how to track them. Now, there are very popular tools on the market. MyFitnessPal, Magnify clients even have their own client portal to be tracking their meals in a food diary. Whatever way you do it, I encourage you to track your meals, your serving size, and the actual calories yielded for just a few days here and there. This is not something that I need you or suggest that you do every day of your life here forward, but just rather something you do every once in a while to calibrate your portion sizes. A lot of times you're gonna learn that what you thought, again, was high carb is actually high fat, or what you thought was enough protein was actually just barely the minimum recommended daily allowance. So really tracking diligently in MyFitnessPal for 2 to 3 days without leaving anything out will open up your mind. Now, most of the time, MyFitnessPal is going to spit out a calorie budget for you. I actually suggest using a different tool, Flexible Dieting. I have that linked below to figure out your calculation. But remember, this is all done by a computer. This is all done by a non-human, a robot. So a lot of times you will need a professional to get in there and adjust those targets for you, your lifestyle, and your goals. But that is a good foundation to start. So get in there and get your calorie budget and start tracking just to become more informed. All right, and now probably the moment that you've been waiting for, how do we burn calories? Now, we all know to hit the gym or get out to our garage to do a HIIT routine, but did you know that there are actually a lot of other ways that your body burns calories? I'm actually burning a ton of calories right now, being on camera, talking, and having my heart rate elevated because I'm so dang excited. I'm gonna see that I had a little workout today and I didn't even have to hit the gym. Some other ways that you're going to burn calories are through digestion. If you are eating regularly and you're eating high protein volume, you are going to be putting your internal body through a little workout that you don't actually even notice. So you're going to actually burn more calories through the thermic effect of food, digestion, than you do in the gym. Wow, that's crazy, right? We're gonna cover that on another video where we talk about our total daily energy expenditure, but just keep in mind that doing things outside of the gym for 23 hours a day is actually going to burn calories as well. It's not just getting in there and sweating. You also burn calories when you sleep. Having that extra 6th, 7th, and 8th hour of sleep will greatly impact your body composition and your calorie burn. You are going to wake up burning 500 calories during your sleep. That's about average. And so you've already put yourself through a little passive workout, and that's why breakfast is so important. So just know that it's not just what you do in the gym, it's what you're doing for the other 23 hours of the day. So remember, in the grand scheme of things, it's not about having low calories. If you fear calories, I want to help you. You need energy, you need that fuel for life. And if you're feeling really lackadaisical, that could be a big indicator. If you're like, I am chugging all the coffee and Red Bulls, I still feel fatigued, then this is probably a big area for personal development. And I'm here to help you. Remember, you can reach out anytime and schedule a nutrition consultation. We'll get you on target. We'll get you informed and educated so that you're not stressing out about your calorie intake anymore. So, in closing, make sure that you've subscribed so that you can continue to get this type of nutrition and even fitness education in your life, because I'm here to help you think different, to drink different, or never again. So I hope to see you soon.